Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinders Trainings. I'm Yogeshwar. And can all of you hear me properly? Can everybody see the screen properly? I'm from Mumbai. And welcome everybody to Pathfinders Trainings. So just give me a confirmation that you can hear me well and see the screen properly. This is how our market looks these days. This is Nifty, the index of the market. And last year there was a big euphoria. This was the high that our market made, 11,760. Then it tried to go up, it couldn't succeed. And it made a high of 11,190. And from here, if it starts traveling down, this can be the next level. And if it breaks further down, this can be the next level. If it continues to move up, it can go here. So when we are coming into the stock market, we are coming into a place where there is a continuous movement, either up or down. And, with every movement, you either make money or you lose money. So, two kinds of people in my class right now. Some are absolute beginners, novices, who are coming here for the first time. And second is people who have done something before and now they want to enhance their knowledge. How many of you are freshers? You are new? Say yes if you are new to the market. You are coming here for the first time. Great. Great, guys. So most of the class is new. So let me start from very zero, from the basics. Let me start from there. That's me. My name is Yogeshwar. I'm 52 years old now. I started my trading journey in 2001, 2002, and now I'm trading for almost 17 years now. I am a full-time professional trader. I'm also a trading coach. This is my trading room from where I'm right now talking to you. And every morning I sit here and trade. Hundreds of my traders from all over India and abroad join me in my online trading room where we live trade and invest every day. I love books, so the trading room is full of books. This is the backside of my trading room, and this is again full of books, and I love to read. And that down below are my yoga mats, and I love to meditate and I love to do yoga. In the start, when I was in college, I used to run nationals athletics, 100 meters and 400 meters. I have represented my state in the nationals there. But now I think most of the sprints that happens is in the stock market, when a stock either sprints up or it sprints down. So let's try to understand this puzzle called stock market. These are the four human needs: peace of mind, health and energy, loving relationships, and financial freedom. Now, the fact is, if each one of you have 100 crore rupees, then you don't need this. You don't need to do a job. You don't need anything. You can just focus on peace of mind, health and energy, and loving relationships. But unfortunately, we live in a real world where everybody does not have financial freedom. So need of money is real. Money is like the blood in the body, invisible but essential. Okay. So that's why it is very important that you earn enough money to satisfy your financial needs. And you strive in your life to create incomes. You train yourself for 20 years through a college, university, specialization, so you can get a job so that you can get an income every month called salary. So similarly, here also in the stock market, your job is to create incomes. Only if you will be able to create incomes will you be able to survive, grow, and make money into the stock market. Whether you make it from Tata or from Bata, it does not matter as long as with the money you make in your home with the profits, you can get the atta. This is the crux. So when you come to the stock market, there are two simple rules. Either you don't come here at all because it is a risky place, but if you come here armed with a skill set so that you can create incomes. Your first enemy is inflation. Inflation is the enemy of your money because the value of the money continuously erodes down. And that's why with every passing years, you have to earn more money to have the same purchase power. I remember my father, I'm talking of the year 1970-71. He's a scientist, now retired from Indian Institute of Petroleum. His specialty was organic chemistry and biofuels. And I remember he used to make a salary of 1,200 rupees a month in 1971-72. And he was considered a rich man around. He was considered a rich man around. Today in 1,200 rupees, even the Kamwali Bai will not come. So what is this governed by? This is governed by the rule of 72. Let's understand this a little. What is the inflation rate in our country? Can everybody say how much is the inflation in our country on an average? 7 to 8% per year, not 4%. Manas, it is 7 to 8% is the average inflation in any growing economy. So, what is the rule? The rule says 72 divided by the rate of inflation is the number of years in which the value of your money will become half and you will require double the amount of money, just to have the same purchasing power. So let's take inflation at about 8%. So 72 divided by 8. Every 9 years, you will require double the amount of money. Let's do a simple maths. Let's say it is the year 1970 and you required, let's say, 2,000 rupees to be rich in that time. So 2,000 in 1970. So in 1979, that means you will require 4,000 rupees. You will require 4,000 rupees. Then in 1988, you will require 8,000 rupees. Okay. Then in 1997, you will require 16,000 rupees. Then in 2006, you will require 32,000 rupees. And in 2015, you require about 64,000 rupees. And now in 2019, half of that, you require about 1,00,000 rupees. Now tell me, don't you require 1,00,000 rupees now just to have a decent life, to pay your rent, to send your children to a decent school? Okay, so this is how it goes. Shrikant, will the presentation be shared? The video will be shared. In the end, I'll be sending the video to you. Recording I'll send to everybody. So now if I look at the same logic, if you require 1,00,000 rupees right now to live a decent life, 9 years from now in 2028, 1,00,000 rupees would not be enough. You will require 2,00,000 rupees just to have the same lifestyle. That's why You have to continuously make your money grow. And one thing I have found is people work very hard to earn their money, but they do not know how to make that money grow. They don't work hard enough to make that money grow. Do you agree with this point of mine? People work very hard to earn their money, but they don't work hard enough to make their money grow. So this is your first challenge, inflation. Your second challenge is that you will not have a pension now. So whether you are 30 years old, 40 years old, or 50 years old, after 60, you will not have a pension and you will have to live at least 25 years more after that. So you will require a skill to make money even after the age of 60. And that is where you have to look at stock market very seriously. Most people look at stock market from a very short perspective. I've seen people, they have no problem paying their LIC premiums year after year for 25 years. The return 6% a year. So it does not even take care of the inflation. They don't mind putting their money into FD for 5 years, return just 7-8%. But when it comes to stock market, people have zero patience. Nobody wants to learn, nobody wants to work hard, everybody wants to become rich very soon. Stock market में लोग एक ही चीज पूछते हैं, double कैसे हो जाएगा, double कैसे हो जाएगा, right? So that's why the perspective with which you will come here, the attitude with which you will come here, the seriousness with which you will come here will make all the difference. That will make all the difference. So this is not a lottery. It is a skill that you need to acquire, and then these are the four skill sets for your financial needs: that safety, security, liquidity, and growth. And let's come to this equation, a very important equation before I started talking about stock market. Most people these days live their life in equation number 1. Income plus loan is equal to expense. Since everything is available on EIs, on EMIs, everything is available. So people say, let me enjoy now, I'll pay for it later. Like for example, when a guy goes for a housing loan, let's say he takes 50 lakh rupees of a housing loan for 15 years. Do you know in 15 years, how much will he pay back to the bank? Anybody, any guess? How much will he pay back to the bank in 15 years? No, 3 times. 3 times. Very good, Vijay from Delhi. At least 3 times. He will take 50 lakh and on that, the bank will earn 1 crore rupees from him in 15 years. So technically, if I go on that, divided by 15 divided by 24 into 2, okay, that was 12. So for the rest of his life, the bank will earn 55,000 rupees from him per month. But इस एंगल से हम लोग देखते ही नहीं. We think, oh, मेरा घर हो गया बस. I'm very. So when you are in a loan trap, whether it is a car, whether it is a mobile phone, a credit card loan, or a house loan, be very sure that you are making somebody else rich. Make sure you are you're making somebody else rich there. That's why it is very, very important that you contain your loans as less as possible. Loan-free life is the best life. Okay. The second equation, common one for people in the start, is money comes, money goes. But if you want to become financially free, you want to become rich, you want to become, having a lifestyle which is loan-free, then this is the only equation worth living into. Income minus saving is equal to expense. You earn First you save, and whatever is remaining is what you spend. Now, how much should be the saving you should do from your income? Whether the income is 50,000 rupees a month or 5 lakh rupees a month, if you want to achieve financial freedom, 30% of your income should go into savings. You heard me right, 30%, not 1% less. How many of you save 30% a month minimum? Let's start with this one. I'll come to the stock market, don't worry. The session is about the stock market. Great. So thank you very much for the honesty. Whatever you're talking to me is personal to me only. Nobody else can read it. Big attendance today, almost 150 people attending. Okay, so now Rakesh, isn't it too much? I love you, Rakesh. इसे नहीं तो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया सर. 30% दूंगा तो मैं अपनी जिंदगी कैसे जीऊंगा? But this is the key. So that when you are coming into the arena of financial freedom, the first thing is to save. Most people come to the stock market not knowing what to do. So now let's look at your choices. Let's look at your choices. Your choice number one is that you can put money into FD. That is your choice number one. You can put money into your FD. But unfortunately, FDs are not attractive anymore. They just give 6-7% a year. That means it will take almost 10 years for your money to become double. Sachin says, hello, I'm Sachin. I'm saving 50,000 per month. My earning of 1 lakh. Congratulations and God bless you. So you will become financially free. So then, when we are coming into the area, what was the point I was to? I read Sachin's here. So we are looking into we are looking at the options. The first is FD. So if I take 1 lakh rupees, put it into FD, which doubles every 10 years. In 30 years, let's say your working life, how much will it become? It will have a 1, 2, 3 doubling. So 1, 2, and 4. It will become 4 lakh rupees. It will become 4 lakh. So which is useless, it will not even cover the inflation. That means you will have to learn to have a higher rate of return, which definitely is not in FD. It is not in gold and silver also. They hardly grow. And Vijay says that even the 6.5% is taxable. Then another hope people used to have was real estate. A lot of people used to put their money in real estate. Then came demonetization, and all the cash from the real estate is slowly evaporating. And at least for the next 10 years, you will only see it going down, down, and down, because real estate in India was always expensive. So as a medium of investment, it has actually become useless now. So now, sorry to say, but like it or not, learn it or not, stock market is your only choice. There is no other choice. Whether you enter the stock market directly or you enter the stock market indirectly, it is your only choice of achieving financial freedom until unless you have a boss who gives you at least 25% increment every year. How many of you get a 25% increment every year? Ambulance says, sir, it is a joke. Santosh says 10-15% maximum. So your salary will take care of inflation and a little growth. But for that financial freedom, you want to look at stock market a little more seriously. Now, you can enter the stock market directly or indirectly. There are two ways you can enter the stock market, either the direct route or the indirect route. What are the indirect routes, guys? What are the indirect routes? Very good. Mutual funds are there. Many insurance company policies are equity driven. So these are the You can give the money to a portfolio manager, ULIPs are there. So all these are indirect routes. But in these indirect routes, what is your control over the investment? Tell me, you buy a mutual fund or buy a ULIP or give money to a portfolio manager. What is your control over it? Very sorry to say, but you do not have any control over it, because when you give money to them, they make you sign a piece of paper that stock market is subject to market risk. They are not having any liability to give you any profit, and they are not responsible for the losses. And whether they make profit for you or they make losses for you, they will charge you a fees for sure. Does it work like this? I'm just making a base, guys, since most people are newcomers. That means giving money to somebody in the stock market, there is no guaranteed profit. There is no guaranteed profit. So that's why when you are coming to the stock market, instead of giving to somebody else, your choice is that you can learn to do it yourself. And that is where the paradigm shift happens. The moment somebody takes a decision, let me go and learn it myself. That's where the change starts. If your parents wouldn't have sent you the schools, what was the chance of you becoming success? I'll give you the answer, 0. My chance was also 0. Our parents worked very hard. They gave that extra, sent us to school and colleges. That's why you have become successful. So what was the changing factor in your life, in your career? That was your education. And here also, it is the education which will take care of the risk. Is stock market risky? Let's look at this question first. Okay. Let's pick up some extreme examples. Let me pick up an extreme example. Okay, let's take a stock like, nice names, big names, Infibeam, right? This was Infibeam, very nicely going up. All the investors of Infibeam were very happy. And they were just thinking, when I will retire, I'll become a crorepati through Infibeam. And they had no plan to sell it. It had gone from 140 rupees to 240, and they were looking at 1,000 rupees, right? Then a news came that there is some hanky-panky in the company. They have done some ghapla ghotala. And boom, Infibeam fell down right from 240 rupees. And currently, Infibeam is at 35 rupees. What is the chance that the guy who bought it here at 220 will get his price back? I'll give you the answer, 0. Even note it down, 0. So this is the kind of risk that you have into this. This is the daily chart. So how much time did it take? This is just a few months and his money has become 0. Let's look at some other reputed names. There was this very famous company called DHFL, Diwan Housing Finance Limited. Did very good business, fundamentals were great, but suddenly one day they found that their bonds were selling at a discounted price in USA. And not only DHFL fell down, so this was the crash of DHFL. Not only DHFL fell down, but along with our market also fell down. Let's look at one more. We have this very famous company, Tata Motors, big brand. Everybody says that's a great company to buy. Look at Z Limited, continuously going down, continuously going down. Right now, I'm using a Airtel internet connection, but let's say what is happening to that company. See, this is Airtel. It's already come down from 500 rupees to 300 rupees. This is the kind of risk that you have into this market. But in the same market, you also have a TCS has moved up. Okay. You also have in this, let's say, a MRF, which has rallied up and zoomed up. You go into this and you look at Eicher Motors, manufacturers of Enfield motorcycle, which went from 1800 rupees to almost 31,000 rupees. You have Britannia, very good, Vijay. It's already gone from 238 to 3,000 rupees. But in the same market, you also have Suzlon, right, which very soon will become zero, by the way. Then you also have so many other companies that you will look at. So one thing is for sure, and one thing is guaranteed here. So I'll tell you what is guaranteed here. Risk is guaranteed. Do I make myself very clear here? What is guaranteed here? Risk is guaranteed. And when a novice comes into the stock market, let's say I pick up Maruti. This is Maruti. Let's understand the risk into this business. Let's say I have Maruti, and somebody wants to buy Maruti here, and he tells his broker, hey, I think Maruti has fallen enough. I think it will go up. So buy Maruti for me on Monday morning. So the broker buys 100 Marutis for him. And now, in which direction does he want Maruti to go? Upwards. That's the only way you can make money there in that stock. Now tell me another thing. This Maruti shares you bought from somebody. You didn't get them from thin air. So how about the person who sold his 100 Maruti to you? Did he think Maruti will go up, or does he think Maruti will go down? Very good. Very good. Excellent. Good answers. Down, of course. Now tell me, can both of them be right? Let's understand the logics. क्या दोनों सही हो सकते हैं? नहीं. That means the whole of stock market is based on difference of opinion. This is a very important point. You've started entering into the stock market now. One of them will be wrong. Another one would be right. One of them will lose money. Another one will make money. Please understand, in stock market, money is not generated. Money is just transferred. So what is stock market trading and investing? Stock market trading and investing is transfer of money from one person to another person. That's all it is. It is transfer of money from one person to another person. It changes hands. You just have to ensure that when it goes away from you, it is more than what you had got it for. That's when it is called a profit. Otherwise, it will be called a loss. Right? Now, the first question comes is, should I do it myself or should I give it to a specialist? Which one would you like to do? Let's first see, what would you like to do? Would you like to give it to a specialist with no guarantees? Or would you like to spend 6 months, 1 year learning it? You have heard me right here. Nobody can learn stock market in 2 hours and 2 days. Please don't live in that dream. It requires 6 months to 1 year to become a proficient trader and investor. But it is worth it. Because what is the reward? The reward is by doing short-term trading, intraday trading, and swing trading, you can earn up to 10% a month, not a year. 10% a month is what you can earn, Okay. So this is what is the possibilities into this market. That if you are going into this market, this is the kind of money that is possible. So when we are, like for example, today, let me pick up some of my students' trades today. This is one of my students' trade who was trading in my online trading room. We trade live, real money is what we trade. Now, here Azram says only 10% per month, that's all. Sir, 10% तो कुछ भी नहीं होता है. चलो पहले इसी को जरा सॉल्व करते हैं. Azram is not happy with 10% a month. Okay, let's first hit this one. 10% a month, let's say if he has 1 lakh rupees, 10% a month would be 10,000 rupees, correct? So let's see if he puts the 1 lakh rupees into a FD. How much will the FD give him? It will give me 8% a year, 8,000 rupees. So 8,000 divided by 12. That will give you 666 rupees per month. Which one do you want? 660 rupees per month or 10,000? Which one is better? If you have any intention to make more than 10% a month consistently from the stock market, you are sitting in the wrong webinar and you are in the wrong universe on the wrong planet, because it doesn't happen. Many people would have told you option becomes double in a day. But what they would not have told you is it also becomes zero in a day. Correct? So if you're doing short-term trading, roughly about 10% a month is the possibility. But you will require 1 year to reach that level. If you're building a long-term stock portfolio, tell me, can you hope to be better than Warren Buffett? Can you hope to be better than Warren Buffett? Except Akhra Azram, who thinks he can be. Everybody else, thank you very much for the honesty. No. Everybody says he is the best, he is our benchmark. What are the returns of Warren Buffett? 31% per year. 31, very good, Amanpreet. 31% per year. So how much does Warren Buffett make from his portfolio per year? 31 divided by 2. Okay, 31 divided by 12. 31 divided by 12, sorry. He makes 2.58% per year consistently, but he's making this consistently for 40 years. And it is the power of compounding that will make you super rich here. Please understand, the power of compounding makes all the difference. Let's look at a very important slide now. Let's see this slide. What is power of compounding? Money growing at 4% per year will take 18 years to double, 72 divided by 18. But a money growing at 24% per year will take only 3 years to double. And this makes all the difference. In FD growing at 8% per year in 20 years, your 1 lakh will become only 5 lakh rupees because it doubles every 9 years. But if you learn to build a portfolio growing only at 2% per year consistently, doubling every 3 years, 1 lakh in 20 years will become 1.2 crore rupees. So now let's understand the mechanism. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Great. Okay. So this session is to introduce the stock market to you guys. To learn properly, you come into my courses, pay the fees, learn there. I'll be happy to teach you. But let's get the right perspective first. The perspective has to be right. So what is the mechanism? Let's understand the funnel. पहले funnel समझ लेते हैं. There are 4 types of trading. These are the 4 types of trading: intraday trading, swing trading, positional trading, and portfolio building. ये 4 तरह के trading होती है. Now, let's first understand. Let's say, let's pick up a stock like a popular stock like Reliance. Now, this is the stock of Reliance today. Morning 9 o'clock till evening 3:30. So when you're trading long or short is confined to the day. You enter in the day, exit in the day. That type of trading is called intraday trading. This is one of the safest form of tradings. Now, tell me one simple question. To do intraday trading, do you have to sit near the market for the whole day? Please answer yes or no. All those who have said yes, the answer is wrong. All those who have said no, the answer is right. Because, tell me one thing here. Market opened in the morning. This is a 10-minute chart. And 9:20, you are here. Tell me after this till 3:30, how much is your control over the market? आप कितना market को control कर सकते हो? Very good, Sushil. 0. When your control over the market is 0, tell me what purpose will it serve sitting in front of it for the whole day? That's why you have no need to leave your job. Most people think I will become intraday trader, I have to leave my job. No, you don't have to. Let's try to understand. Let's say I pick up one more, like Tata Motors. Let's pick up Tata Motors. And let's understand the logic here. So let's say this is Tata Motors that I'm looking at. And this is the daily chart of Tata Motors. Now, and I add into this an overextension just for my reference. We are learning some basic principles. And I realized Tata Motors' result was bad, but it was not so bad that it has to become 0. It is still manufacturing cars, it is still doing stuff. So I put my logic in place and I said that from here, Tata Motor is likely to move on the upside towards its average yearly trend. And I decide to buy Tata Motors. Let's say it closed here. अभी एक और ट्रेडिंग का बेस लॉजिक समझ लेते हैं. Now, if I buy Tata Motors here at this price, is there any guarantee that it will go up? No guarantee. So, you are not working on guarantees, but if there was no money here, you would not be here, I would not be here. This was another of my traders today. He booked a profit of 50,000 rupees. He's from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. His name is Bhargav. Today on my site, his trade is uploaded. And he was trading mostly options. He's an options trader and a derivative trader. He was mostly trading options and he's doing a job. He's not full-timer. He's doing a job. And He also trades the stock market, but he normally takes most of his trades in the morning and then looks at the trade in the evenings after the movement has happened. He made a 50,000 rupees of profit. So let's understand a little mechanism. Is he working on guarantees? No. He is working on probabilities. तो एक स्टॉक मार्केट का बहुत बेसिक प्रिंसिपल समझ लेते हैं. Now, I have, looking at the fundamentals of Tata Motors, looking at the oscillators, indicators, I do all my analysis. I'll not bore you with that here. And I come to the conclusion, Tata Motor is worth buying, right? Tata Motor is worth buying. Shekhar said, how much was his investment? He trades with about 10 lakh rupees of capital. So here, this was, so I say, okay, let me buy Tata Motors, but there are two risks I have. What are the two risks I have? My first risk is I can have a small loss. My other risk is I can have a big loss and lose all my capital. Which one is the most dangerous for me? Second one. So I say, no matter what happens, I will protect my capital. I will not have a big loss. So I will buy here, I'll enter here, but in case I'm wrong, this was the low it has made, I will get out here. So I decide 23 rupees is the maximum risk I will have. This is my maximum risk-taking capacity. If it goes below this, I will get out. Right. Then, as a trader, I should also have a target. I have to know where I have to exit. Who loses the most money? People who don't know when to get out. Right? So, and I say, this is the yearly trend line. Let me make the yearly trend line as my target. Whenever the price will come and touch here, I will get out. So what form of trading am I practicing? Is it intraday trading? No, I'm practicing swing trading, where your trade will last for many days. So I buy Tata Motors and I see on a risk of 23 rupees, my potential profit is 102 rupees. That means my reward to risk ratio is 4.3. That means if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong for 23 rupees. But if I'll be right for 102 rupees. So let's assume my success rate is only 50%. I take 10 trades like this in a whole month. Half of them come and hit my stop loss. The remaining half go up and hit my targets. So by the end of the month, will you make money or will you lose money? Azram says, I have lost 40% of my capital without knowledge in a month because I'm new. Azram, and you wanted to be better than Warren Buffett and you have lost 40% in a month. Come on. You did not lose money because you are new. Don't blame the market, please. You lost 40% because you didn't learn and you gambled into the market. That's why you lost. Sorry to say, I'm a little blunt, but you lost because it was your mistake. Do you admit that? Yes, Azram from Kanpur. Do you admit it was your mistake? Very good. Azram says, yes, I admit, and I'm proud of you. Because only when you admit I was wrong, does your journey towards the stock market starts. Okay. And please understand, 10% a month is brilliant money. 10% a month is every year you can double your money. Money management, risk management is very important. So now let's go further into this trade here. So what is this? This one is my positive risk. This is my positive risk. and sorry, this one is my positive risk and this one is my negative risk. Till you don't get out, you are always in risk in the stock market. Only when you exit or before you enter, you are risk free. The moment you have entered, you have incurred a risk. Negative risk is called loss, positive risk is called profit. So now let's see Tata Motors. Now, Tata Motors started moving on the upside now. Now let me do a very simple magic now. I take my stop loss from here and I move my stop loss. This was my original entry. This was my stop loss. I take from my stop loss from here and I move my stop loss here. Tell me, can I ever lose money in this trade now? आपका काम आपके ट्रेड को यहां तक लाके छोड़ देना है. Isa says in swing trading, can we carry forward stop loss orders? Yes, we can carry forward stop loss orders. With my broker, I can. With the discount brokers, you won't. Ziroda viroda में काम कर रहे हो तो नहीं कर पाओगे. Great, guys. So this is the base logic of the market. Whether it is an intraday trade, whether it is a swing trade, in both forms of trading, your job is to first manage your risk, then you handle your risk in such a way that your negative risk becomes zero and you can continue to go into the point. As it keeps on moving up and I keep on managing my risk, the moment I reach here, I can get out. Right? Neil says, which broker do you use? I use Sherkhan, a fantastic broker I've been using for 15 years now. I don't change brokers, guys. I definitely don't go near any discounted ones. One bear market and they are washed out. Okay, now is this principle clear to everybody? बराबर. तो आपका स्टॉक मार्केट में ये अभी हमने मैकेनिज्म पे बात करी. दिस इज द मैकेनिज्म यू आर वर्किंग ऑन. अभी ये सब जो ट्रेडर हैं, लाइक आई हैड दिस इज वन अदर ट्रेड ऑफ, दिस इज अ बिग ट्रेडर. नाउ व्हाट वाज हिज प्रॉफिट इन अ सिंगल डे? 4,14,000 rupees. But his capital is big. He works with about 40 lakh rupees of capital. In my online trading room, I have a trader whose capital is maybe 5,000 rupees only. I also have a trader whose capital is 50 lakh or 1 crore rupees also. So different kind of capitals will require different kind of risk management, but the base principle remains exactly the same. What is the base principle? The base principle is, as long as your profits are bigger and your losses are smaller, you will do fine. Now, this is a small trader who works with about 5 lakh rupees of capital. What is his target for per day? On a 5 lakh rupees of capital, your target should be 2,500 rupees per day net. If you have made 2,500 per day net, he has made 10% a month on his capital, and today he made a decent 10%. Right? Ramesha says, so many times my stop loss is hit, but then you need to understand how to put your stop losses so that they are not hit 90% of the time, Ramesha. And that needs to be learned, because you cannot have a static stop loss. You cannot have a static stop loss. You need to learn how to put dynamic stop losses. Right? So let's go further on this. Let's go back to our slides a little. So we talked about intraday and swing trading. There's another point to be learned in intraday. Most people think they can make money only when the price is going up. That is not true. Because in this market, the maximum money flows in the derivatives. Maximum money flows in the derivatives, and derivatives are bidirectional products. दोनों डायरेक्शन में आप उनसे पैसा कमा सकते हो, ऊपर के डायरेक्शन में भी और नीचे के डायरेक्शन में. इनफैक्ट दीज डेज नाउ व्हेन एवरी थर्सडे देयर इज अ वीकली एक्सपायरी of Nifty and Bank Nifty is very common in just 2 hours for your money to become double. But what money do you bring in derivatives? Your capital? Never. You bring your profits there. And this is a game changer for most of the people. You use your profits for options. Options are only done with profits. That's all. Then there are derivatives where you can make money in both the directions. Let's take this with an example. Let's say today, Kotak Bank went down 4%. Let's pick up this one. So if you were in a stock, you would have lost money. If you were in a stock, you would have lost money. But if you knew how to trade derivatives, especially options, so let's go to Kotak Bank, near expiry, put option of, let's say, 1260. Now you see, when in a day, the Kotak Bank went down 3.98% down. This put option went up 386% up in a single day. This possibility exists only in the stock market, nowhere else. 1280 went 288% up in a single day. 1240 strike was up 426% in a single. Now, for most people, these are unbelievable figures. What is the risk? I'll tell you the risk also. Instead of a put option, if you had exactly the same call options, 1260, 1280, and 1240. Here you would have lost 70% of your capital. Here you would have lost 73%. Now maximum people will show you these three, but they will not show you these three. Do you agree with this? में ये वाला तो सब दिखाएंगे आपको, ये नीचे वाला कोई भी नहीं दिखाएगा. And when do you have to take the decision? Before the start of the market, or after, or in the end of the market? In the start, when the move has not happened. And that's where the skill is required. And now, using the same logic, now we learn this logic right now. If you can master here, where you can say, I will work on a minimum 3:1 reward to risk ratio, where if I'm wrong, I will be wrong less, but if I would be right, I would be right more. And you can start achieving an excellent profit potential here. Isn't this worth learning? And it requires hardly any capital. Options are one of the cheapest products, but most people don't know that when you are trading an option, you are flying an aeroplane. Skill level required is very high. Most brokers, they earn their maximum brokerage from options. They will throw you into options. They will chipkao options to you. How many of you have lost your money here in options? Anybody who has burned his money in options? Thank you very much for your honesty. I will not put your names here, but thanks for the honesty. But that's the whole purpose you are here. You have come into the class of a trader. I'm not a technical analyst. I'm a professional trader. I do it for a living. And for almost more than 10 years now, I'm live trading in front of people. A lot of my live trading videos are available on YouTube. I have more than 4,000 students who have been trained under me. And I always say every day is risk. There will never be a day when you will say, today I am risk-free into the stock market. But if you learn how to manage the risk. Now tell me one thing. If you don't know how to drive the car, what is the percentage of risk in car driving for you? Less. Somebody asked, where do I stay? I stay in Mumbai, my friend. 100%, not 50-50. अब अरे अजरम क्या बोल रहे हो भाई कानपुर वाले? आप ये नहीं बोलते मैं गाड़ी चलाऊंगा या तो ठोक दूंगा या नहीं ठोक दूंगा. 100%. If you don't know, your risk is 100%. Now, tell me one thing. Let's say you learn to drive the car, you became the best driver in the world. Now, what is the risk in car driving? Now, the answer is, it is still 100%. Now, this is, इसको थोड़ा understand कीजिएगा. The risk is still 100%, but now you know how to handle that risk. Got it? The risk will never become less than 100%, but now you have the skill to manage the risk. And because of the risk, you have the reward. Please understand, यदि stock market में risk ना होता, तो इतने unbelievable rewards भी ना होते. That's why your job is to work hard for 3 months to 6 months, acquire the necessary skill, and then come here so that others can give their money to you. Right? What is stock market trading? Stock market trading is the process of transfer of money from the person who doesn't know to the person who knows. That's all it is. Simple सा business है. जिसको नहीं आता है वो अपना पैसा उसको देता है जिसको आता है. That is what trading is all about. Is it speculation? Is it science? It is very much a science. It is very much a science. Now, this is trading, but there is investing is equally important. You have to be investor also. I'm a trader also. I'm an investor also. What is an investor? Investor is a person who wants to create long-term wealth. Who wants to create long-term wealth. And he is holding his stocks for months and years. Warren Buffett is an investor. Mr. Jhunjhunwala is an investor. So the investor has to have a very high degree of skill because his holding period is for months and years. And if he is wrong, he cannot come back. So an investor has to be very good with understanding the businesses, understanding the balance sheets, knowing which is the company to buy, which one is the company to get out of. You cannot buy and hold for 20 years. It doesn't work. Maybe there is a company that will give you money only for 5 months and then you have to get out of it. There might be another company that you can hold for 10 years and will keep on giving you money. So you have to know which one to keep, which one to get out. And that is what an investor is doing. And by being an investor, you will create your pension also. By being an investor, you will, create your long-term wealth. The most long-term wealth in the world has been created by investors in the stock market. It's a documented fact. They make the most money. So you have to learn how to become a trader also. You have to learn how to become an investor also. Now, what are you basically trading when you are trading or investing? What are you doing? You are basically trading price. You're not trading a name. You are trading a price. This is our market, the index. Let's understand this. Now, we see this market is cyclic. It is going up also. It is going down also. Money can be made in both the direction. Now, what are the four forms of trading? One day trading, many days trading, many weeks trading, and many months trading. So people who are coming into the market, they have different time horizons. They have different time horizons. And because they have different time horizons, there are different kind of trends that they can exist. Like right now, what you are seeing is a daily trend. This is a trend an intraday trader is trying to focus on. Okay. Abhijit says, what are the contents in your course? Abhijit, I'll tell that in the end. थोड़ा और सिखा लूं, फिर बताता हूं. अभी बड़ा important सा topic है, उसको सिखा लेता हूं, फिर आपको कोर्स के बारे में बताऊंगा. Is that okay? Wait 20 more minutes, please. Now, let's add into this. Now, how many trading days in a week are there? एक हफ्ते में कितने ट्रेडिंग डेज होते हैं? 5. बहुत अच्छा. एक महीने में कितने होते हैं? 20. तो एक साल में कितने होंगे? मनीष नाम दो, मुंबई से बताओ चलो मुझे. 240. वेरी गुड अमित. देयर विल बी 240 ट्रेडिंग डेज. 240 ट्रेडिंग दिन होंगे. तो यदि मैं 240 दिन का एक ट्रेंड लाइन बना दूं, तो मुझे लंबा ट्रेंड इस मार्केट का पता चल जाएगा. ज्यादातर लोगों को ये फैक्ट पता ही नहीं होता है. सो नाउ ये मैंने 240 दिन का ट्रेंड लाइन, आई हैव पुट इन अ 240 पॉइंट्स ट्रेंड लाइन हियर, एंड आई हैव, let's say I've applied it. Up, let's see how is the price behaving. Let's go back and try to see what does the price does. This is a classic example. Who controls this yearly trend? Who controls, now this is a very important question. Who controls this yearly trend? Is it controlled by you and me? No. Thank you, Amit. It is controlled by the big players. Please understand, price doesn't go अपने आप ऊपर नीचे. ये प्राइस अपने आप ऊपर नीचे नहीं जाता. इसको कोई ऊपर लेके जाता है, इसको कोई नीचे लेके आता है. It is those big institutions, the FIIs, the big IIs, the DIIs, mutual funds, insurance companies, banks, corporates. They are the one who are controlling the price, and they are invested mostly around the yearly trends. They are invested mostly around the yearly trends. That's why whenever the price goes far away from this trend line, let's say here, so it becomes, undervalued. It becomes undervalued, giving you buying opportunities. Okay, ये डिमांड सप्लाई नहीं है अजरम, प्लीज. इसका डिमांड सप्लाई से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. इसका लेना देना इम्बैलेंस से. Okay, so now if I move here on this side here, this is overvalued. And this one is in English. I'll use more English. But my courses are both in English and Hindi. मेरे courses English में भी होते हैं और हिंदी में भी होते हैं. तो आपको courses में मेरे choice होती है आप कौन सी भाषा में करें. This session is in English, so I'll speak more in English. So this is overvalued here. So This is giving, like when the price is coming here, is it giving a buying opportunity or a selling opportunity? Buying, very good. John, Manish, Amit, Devendra. And here when it is going, what opportunity is giving? It is giving you selling opportunity. That means you cannot have a permanent view into this market. The price is changing, the market is changing, and your view is also continuously changing. Who loses most money into the market? The person who has a rigid view will lose the most money. It happens to the people, those who lost money, that you had a very rigid view. This will go up. I think this will go up. I think this will go down. So that rigidity is a problem in most of the trading and investing. Since the market is dynamic and flexible, you have to learn to be dynamic and flexible. In the same stock, you will get buying opportunities also, and in the same stock, you will get selling opportunities also. Because the price works on probabilities. The price does not work on certainties. The price works on probabilities. Now, let's come to the latest now. Let's see here. When the price went to this level, this is the most expensive Indian market ever became in the last 20 years. In the last 20 years. People will ask me, like Manish just say, I have a bias towards selling. People will ask you, are you a bull or are you a bear? Smile at them and say, guys, I'm neither a bull nor a bear. I'm a human being. But I can take bullish positions and bearish positions both. Now, look at this now. And I say, let me take it here and draw a line on the other side. So for a balance to come into the market, now from here, shouldn't the market travel towards 9,600? Just to make it balanced again and create better buying opportunities. Now tell me, is it a rocket science? No. It is the elasticity of the price that you need to understand. So I know, and with the election 3 months down the line, with a huge uncertainty, think logically, these big people who are sitting on a pile of profit for the last 2, 3, 4 years now, will they book their profit and wait for the election to finish, or will they put in more money? Think logically. Yes, guys, please answer me. Book profits. So now, you guys, now you are exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes you are learning from me. So from here to next month, does the market looks bullish or bearish? Bearish. So which skill you should have right now? Shorting or longing? Shorting. But you cannot do any shorting with the stocks. You can only do that with derivatives. And that means you need to have a skill to trade futures and options. A complete trader is having a mastery over all the asset classes. You have to master both. If you have to manage this market, you, like for example, let's say you have a portfolio of 20 lakh rupees that you have built over many years, but you don't want to sell it now, but you still want to protect yourself. Then you have to master the options, because options were basically invented as a hedging product. If you can learn properly those options, especially the put options, and deploy the proper strategy, even if the market crashes down, you will not lose one money into your portfolio. Will my course help all this? Of course. That's the whole purpose. I will teach you how to do a 2 hours, 2-day intraday trading with me, but I'll also teach you how will you create your own portfolio and how will you manage your long-term wealth, absolute control in your own hand. That is what is important. That is what is to be learned when you're coming into the arena. Okay, great guys. So this was the base logic of the markets. Let's go a little further. Portfolio building is very important. I teach this in detail. I teach in detail fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, and psychology of trading. Guys, that's me. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my M.Tech from IIT, my international certification in management from South America, Peru, and my advanced courses in trading from Pristine Academy of USA and the Online Trading Academy of USA. So I was not born a trader. My father is not a trader. Nobody in my family is a trader. So I came here accidentally. Let me give you a little bit of. Okay, this is my company, pathfinderstrainings.com. I'm the owner of this company. It is 2007, now 12 years we are working as a company. This is my YouTube channel where you will find a lot of my videos. You can go through them. Regularly, I put some videos here. This is my LinkedIn profile, where you can know more about me. And this is my Facebook page, guys, where you can check out my photos. That is a recent photo I had. And I was recently in Alandi, Sant Gyaneshwar Samadhi. I'm a very avid meditator. So I was visiting there. And there's a lot of stuff here, and I like this one. Make sure it is connected before you start talking. That was the celebration in our colony of the 26th January recently. Okay, let me pick up a few more. This is our, my wife was recently in USA. My elder son studies there. He's doing his computer engineering there. So she was visiting him recently, and that's their photographs. I love the beach. I make sure once a week I am on a beach. So in Mumbai, that is the best thing, the beaches. I go there regularly. I love nature. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so all that I don't do, but I love to trade. That's my family in my house, you know. In the end, it is the relationships and happiness that matters, guys. It's giving you a small perspective. That's our younger one. His birthday, and you can see the cake smashed all over. That's my latest one. I like the Laugh Club. I'll give you a little bit of personal. You should know who is this guy talking to you for 2 minutes. Then we'll go back to the stock market. So that's my better half. And coming 26th in 4 days, I have my 24th marriage anniversary. That's why today I have a special offer for you guys because you're attending this session, and I'll give you a special offer because it is my 24th marriage anniversary on 26th. That's my wife here. Okay, that's a Halloween stuff. Both of my boys here. That is, yeah. Anybody can recognize with whom I am there? Kamak Dawar, yeah. And he has written a wonderful spiritual book, The Laws of the Spirit World, and we met in a plane and we were discussing that book. On my website, you will see, this is about 5 months ago, I was on a Europe trip, and this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa where I was there. That's my friend in Dehradun, and you can go. I can give you a link. You can go ahead and have a look at it. Let's go back. Small introduction. My journey started in Sri Lanka when I was working on Yunkan hydropower project and the Kukuleganga hydropower project. Kukuleganga is in Sri Lanka, so I started learning from my mentor Jeffrey there. He used to live trade and teach me. Then I was transferred to Peru, South America, where I enrolled myself in the Pristine Academy. The Pristine Academy, that's there. And this is where I got my best education. Then in this was 2001, 2002, 2006 in Peru, I strongly started pursuing it and thinking seriously of it as a career. 2007 February, I came back to India and I became a full-time trader. So 2007, 8, 9, 2008, the market crashed. I made good money in 2008 because I will impart you a skill called shorting, where you can make more money when the market is going down. So, and I knew this profession is for real. In 2009, I talked to Jeffrey. I said, I feel I'm stuck somewhere. How do I go to the next level? And he said, start live trading in front of others, become a coach, teach others, and they will also go to the next level. You will also have a lot of learning while you are teaching them. So I started doing that in 2009. Then 2010 to 2012, I was associated with an international company. I was a consultant to them, learned a lot from them. Then in 2012, I started working on a mentoring model of my own. This is John Bollinger, the inventor of Bollinger Bands. And in December 2012, I launched my first mentorship program. At that time, it was only in Mumbai. It used to be 4 days of physical training and 6 months of online training. And a lot of batches passed through that. But gradually, the course became very popular. Hardly anybody live trades in India. So a lot of people started coming. And since I offer both trading and investing, people were interested. And gradually, the course became totally online. And now it is a 6 months of an online course with live trading, portfolio building, risk management, intraday trading. In fact, you can become a complete trader and investor. If you want to be a trader and an investor, you have to learn how to build and manage your own portfolio, make money with intraday trading, catch market swings. See here, what do I call financial freedom? I call financial freedom when you can have anything, but you like to do the things that you have. Like, for example, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I never liked it. Money gives me that freedom that if I want to go for 10 days to Igatpuri and do some Vipassana meditation, I should have the freedom to do that. And trading is a wonderful profession. It gives you that freedom. It not only gives you financial freedom, it also helps you to earn a lot of time so that you have more time for yourself and more time for your family. And please understand, when you are a trader, you do not have to open an office. You don't have to hire anybody. You don't have to give anything to anybody. You can sit at home and you can trade. It's a wonderful profession, worth learning. In the start, practice it part-time. And in a few years, if you choose, you can become a full-time investor and trader. Many of my students have done that. I have two Mercedes, guys. I like cars. But what is my favorite vehicle? My favorite vehicle is a red color Enfield Classic. When I want to relax, I drive my Enfield. Remember this thing in life. Money is a means to an end. What is the purpose of money? The purpose of money is to give you the freedom to choose whatever you want to do. But you can choose that only when you have it. So your first job is to spend a lot of time, efforts, and become financially free. It's worth it. So learn to do intraday also, learn to do a portfolio also. You can trade stocks, futures, indexes, options, commodity, and forex. To trade, you should know fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, psychology of trading, proper entries, proper exits. So this is the skill set required, guys. Fundamental, technical, it's all there on my website. I'll give you a link of that soon. You should be armed with proper strategies. You have to know when to trade. But a very big skill is to know when not to trade, especially the intraday traders. So those who do intraday trading, कई बार आपके साथ ऐसा होता है कि आपको लगता है यार आज ट्रेड नहीं करता तो अच्छा होता. How many of you have passed through this feeling? कि आज ना करता तो अच्छा होता. मधुर बोलता है सर हर दिन. That's a good one. Sorry, I have to take you out of that. I have to take you out of that. So, this is the kind of profits that are possible. It's very much possible. But these guys, like this guy who has made 1,04,000, he's trading for 4 years now. You have to spend time, you have to work hard, you have to learn. That's how you will reach these levels. But you will never reach these levels with FD. So you have to learn that. And that you can learn only when you're practicing with a professional, with a coach. Why did we become so successful in our life? Because in your school you had coaches. They were called teachers. You had a maths coach, you had a chemistry coach, you had a history coach. That's how you moved from one class to another. Here also you will require a teacher and a coach who will help you to move to the next level. I will take you to one level, maybe to go to the next level, you will find somebody better than me. You have to start. These were the initial batches that passed out. Lots of them. There were workshops happening in Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Delhi, I remember. But then it was impossible for people to come to all the cities. So gradually, people asked if I could create an online course where people can attend from anywhere. That's how this online training started totally. And now this is the flagship product I have, Pathfinder's online 6 months traders and investors course. So let's understand from this. How will you become a trader and investor? The trick is to become both, not just one. Somebody says, teach me only portfolio. I want to do intraday trading. No, everything is interrelated. When you will start with the course, you will start with 40 hours of a recorded session first, so that you come up to a level. I assume that you know nothing. You're starting from absolute zero. How many of you are beginners? Say yes if you're a beginner. Okay, so a lot of you are beginners. So this is the foundation training, so that you get ready to learn live from me. You get ready to learn live from me. So I give you a 40 hours of training, which you are expected to finish in 1 month. And this course is designed in such a way that it is suitable for a person doing a job. Essa Malik, I know 95% of you do a job. So the course has been designed in such a way that you can keep on doing your job and you can keep on learning. So 1 month of foundation. After that, every Tuesday in the night, 9 to 11, 4 times in a month, there is a live learning session. The way you are live learning from me now with recordings, similarly, there is a live learning session, 2 hours every Tuesday night, 9 to 11. Din mein nahi, raat ko. So that after you have come back from your office, you can learn from me, you can have question answers, your doubt can be clear. You can do the course in Hindi also and in English also. Before you start your course, you just have to tell your RM whether you are want to do in Hindi or English. Yes says, I'm a student. Is it good for me? Of course, yes. Maybe if you do this, you will never have to do a job in your life. I have many students I've taught who do this now. Okay. So this is 4 times a month, 8 hours of live learning with me will happen. But your real practice will come. Your real skill will come when you will do live trading with me. That is where the paradigm shift will happen. And that happens twice a month. First Thursday of the month and the third Thursday of the month. Why Thursday? Thursday is the weekly expiry. That's why Thursday. That's where the maximum learning happens, maximum volatility happens on the Thursday. So on the first and third Thursday of the month, 9 o'clock in the morning till 3:30, you will do live trading with me, live investing with me. I'll be sitting on my end. You will be sitting at your end. I will trade my money in front of you. In the start, you can just watch me. And as your skill grows, you can trade with me. You can copy my trades. You can learn from the trade. So your skill will start developing. So twice a month for 6 months. So this is where your live trading practice will happen. Then every Friday, I will send you where is the webinar? It is online, Amit. Everything is online. You don't have to travel anywhere. The way you are learning from me now, the same way you will be learning from me. So, then every Friday, I'll send you an important topic lesson so that important topics are revised, important strategies are revised, and you can apply them in the live trading session. In addition to that, there is a lifetime of mentoring, which happens every Wednesday, and you will remain connected with me for life through this mentoring session. अजरम बोलते हैं कोई डायरेक्ट क्लासरूम ज्वाइन करता है, डायरेक्ट क्लासरूम कोई है ही नहीं अजरम, एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन. You don't need my body, please understand, you need my mind, and that is totally available online. After the training, you can do all the short-term trading. You can also build your portfolio. This is the cost of the course, guys. Pathfinder 6 months online traders and investors course, and 33,500 plus 18% GST, 39,530. No yearly fees, no software to be purchased, no gimmicks. So this is what you pay, and you become a good trader and an investor. And once you are properly trained, this is the possibility. As I say, do you teach derivative strategies in detail, Isa? In detail. And not one. I'll be teaching you 30, 40 strategies so that you can handle different kind of markets. And I will not only teach them, I will trade those strategies with you. That is the best part. So this is the fees, guys, but I said I have a anniversary, so there is a